And I'll build a fire, you fetch the water, and I'll lay the table. And in our hearts we still pray for sons and daughters. And all those evenings out in the garden with red, red wine, these quiet hours turning to years.
A lot of people really have felt when they come in here, they make comments like, "Oh, I feel like I'm at a house," but I'm not. I think that has a lot to do, just with how we've decorated things, and also just the environment that we've set. We obviously call it Reality House for a reason, because we want it to be somewhere where people feel comfortable. The event that really hammered it home for me was when we did the Christmas decorating. Everybody just took over like they would in their own house. Like, some people started decorating the windows, and some people started decorating the library, and some people sat around and talked just like you would in your family. And ever since we've done that, I've just seen this increase in just family.
Potlucks have become kind of our staple community event, where we have it every month, and everyone just loves it. Being able to bring their own food, and we all just sit and feast together and just have fun and hang out. And it really gives this sense of family.
Everybody always has, you feel so loved when you get there, and you get to have conversation with people and just love on each other. And it's always we never want to stop talking, so I love that. And I love that we can just come and encounter the Father together with passion, and we all know we're going for the same goal, and just the idea of being with like-minded people, like a like-minded family.
The conversations that I overhear when I walk by tables is are they seriously talking about this right now? It's not just what's the weather like, but they're having deep conversations just about, what God is like, and the impossible, and all of this stuff. And I love that we have a culture of people that they don't think normally. They don't think in terms of impossibility any longer. They really think, anytime there's a situation or a problem, they think of, oh, God can heal that, or God can fix that, rather than, oh, let's weep and pray. It's there's this authoritative mindset that our culture has, where we almost see impossibility as an opportunity rather than a problem.
Over the last 2 years, we've had some really incredible testimonies come back. Just some radical, incredible things that God has done. People just being in the streets and getting healed, and people being saved, and prophetic words being right on, and just there's been some really just incredible testimonies that have come back.
Our worship is so passionate, and that's what I love more than anything. I love that, and we definitely make praise a priority. I love how we do praise. I love that people dance and shout and clap their hands and spin around. And
it's always a surprise. You never know what it's going to look like. You're not okay, so it's worship. I'm going to just go worship, and it's going to feel this way. It's going to look this way. It's always a surprise. It's like when you go on a date. That's what I like about worship, is it just feels like a surprise. It feels like a date with Jesus, because you never know. You don't even know what you're going to give him half the time, but then you're also going to receive something from him.
My favorite is always when we stop singing the song that we're singing, and we just all sing our own songs. And when it gets crazy loud and passionate, that's always my favorite.
And we've had some explosive times in worship where it was just intense, and the Spirit just fell. It was amazing, and the worship team just does such a great job with just leading us into that encounter.
it really sets a good environment for me whenever I get up to speak, because worship's more important to me anyway. So if people are all primed in worship and they just loved on Jesus, it's much easier to tell them the truth. It's much easier to talk to them from the Word.
He's great about letting people know that they are capable of something and that they, like, he definitely raises people up. He speaks into the leaders a lot and into everybody. And I feel like almost every time that he speaks, I'm always like, how did he get that? Like I've never thought of that before. Like, I feel like every week there's always like one thing that I'm like, yeah, wow, exactly.
It's really easy to see the miracles of Jesus and say, well, he did that because he's Jesus. Well, of course that person got healed. Jesus prayed for him because he's God. But he laid aside all of his divinity when he came to earth. And he came to demonstrate what was possible as a man fully surrendered, fully yielded to God, what was possible through a human life. He laid aside all of his majesty.
But more than anything, over the next year, I just want to be a more vibrant resource center to people, a place where on a regular basis we've got programs, not for program's sake, but for the sake of people that want to learn. We've got a couple classes going on right now. We've got revival fire prayer. We've got things like that, and we've got night service. But I want there to be, on a regular basis, on any given week, 3 to 4 things that people are getting trained in kingdom life. People are getting activated in kingdom life, and I hope for, in a year from now, this place to be even more of a resource than it already is, because I believe we have a specific call to equip and to train. So I want to grow in being a resource to people.
The thing I'm most excited about is seeing what happens next. I mean, this is just the first 2 years. Right now we're just laying the foundation for the house we're going to build. And I'm really excited to see where this place goes and see what's going to happen, what God's going to do, and what doors are going to be opened up. I really believe some incredible things are going to happen, and this is just the beginning.